Come with us now on a gentle journey. We are leaving the ground behind. Here, high above the world, a different perspective awaits. The noise of daily life begins to fade, replaced by the soft whisper of the wind. We are ascending, climbing into the vast open sky over South America. Below us, a remarkable landscape is about to reveal itself. It is a place of vibrant life, a city cradled by nature, yet reaching for the future. This is a journey of quiet observation, a chance to see a world that is both ancient and new, bustling yet serene. Let us drift weightless and free and discover a hidden treasure. Our destination is a city that lies in the tropical lowlands of Bolivia. It is a place often overlooked, but one that holds a unique and gentle charm. From this vantage point, we can appreciate its true scale and character. The world below transforms into a mosaic of colors and shapes. Lines become roads, squares become parks, and the great expanse of the forest stretches to the horizon. We will float over this land like a silent bird, watching the story of the city unfold beneath our wings. There is no hurry here. There is only the slow, graceful movement through the air and the wonder of what we are about to witness. As we glide closer, the city's unique pattern comes into focus. It is a sprawling tapestry, woven with threads of rich, earthy red and deep, vibrant green. The red comes from the countless terracotta tiles that cover the roofs of homes and historic buildings. They create a warm, uniform blanket that speaks of tradition and a connection to the very soil beneath. These roofs are a signature of the region, a sea of reddish-brown that clusters densely towards the city center and spreads outwards into the suburbs. Each tile is a small piece of a much larger, beautiful puzzle that defines the city's visual character. Interspersed within this sea of red are magnificent pockets of green. These are not just small gardens, they are vast parks, tree-lined avenues and leafy residential squares. From above, they look like the city's lungs, breathing life into the urban landscape. The trees are lush and tropical, their canopies forming great soft clouds of chlorophyll. They spill over garden walls and line the boulevards, creating cool, shaded corridors that are invisible from the ground but strikingly clear from our aerial perch. This interplay between the man-made red and the natural green is the first and most lasting impression of Santa Cruz from the air. The layout itself is fascinating. One can discern a certain order, a logic to the sprawl. The city is not a chaotic jumble, instead it seems to radiate outwards from a central point like ripples in a pond. We can see the first of the famous rings, the concentric avenues that encircle the core. Now we drift towards the very center of it all. This is the origin point of those ripples, the nucleus from which the city grew. Below us lies a perfect square of green, framed by elegant colonial-era architecture. This is the Plaza 24 de Septiembre. It is the city's historic and spiritual heart. From our high vantage point, we can see the intricate patterns of its pathways, the symmetrical arrangement of its tall palm trees, and the central monument standing proudly in the middle. It is a place of order and beauty, a formal garden that has served as the city's main gathering place for centuries. From here, the people below look like tiny, slow-moving figures. We can see them strolling along the shaded walkways, sitting on benches or gathering in small groups. They are drawn to this place, to its sense of peace and community. Even from this distance, one can feel its importance. The plaza is an anchor, a point of reference for everyone who lives here. It is where history has been made, where festivals are celebrated, and where the simple daily rhythm of life plays out. It is more than just a square. It is the city's living room, open to all. Surrounding the plaza are buildings of great significance. Dominating one side is the magnificent minor basilica of San Lorenzo. Its twin bell towers reach up towards us, their terracotta facades glowing warmly in the sunlight. We can see the details of its ornate entrance and the sheer scale of its roof. Opposite, and along the other sides, are government buildings and cultural centers, their arcades providing shade for the pedestrians below. We let the gentle current guide our journey westward, away from the historic core. The landscape below begins to change quite dramatically. The low-slung, red-tiled roofs start to give way to something very different. Here the city reaches for the sky. Gleaming towers of glass and steel rise up from the urban fabric, catching the sunlight and reflecting the blue of the sky. This is the district of Equipetrol, the modern face of Santa Cruz. It is a symbol of the city's economic vitality and its forward-looking ambition, a stark and fascinating contrast to the old town we have just left behind. From our elevated position, these skyscrapers look like crystals growing from the earth. They are arranged in clusters, creating a new and dynamic skyline. We can see the clean lines and bold geometry of modern architecture. These are the headquarters of banks, corporations, and luxury hotels. They speak a different language from the colonial buildings of the Plaza, a language of global commerce, progress, and prosperity. This district represents the new Santa Cruz, a city that is a major player in the Bolivian economy and a hub of business and development in the heart of South America. Below these towers, the streets are wider, the traffic more purposeful. We can see the sleek shapes of modern shopping centers and the manicured green spaces of exclusive residential complexes. Rooftop swimming pools shimmer like tiny blue jewels, oases of luxury high above the city. This area is a testament to the wealth generated by the region's rich natural resources. It is a place of energy and confidence, where the pulse of the city feels faster, more intense. Our journey now takes us over the vast green spaces that are so integral to the city's character. We drift over the Parque Urbano Central, a great swathe of green near the city center. From this height, it is a magnificent sight. It is a mosaic of different shades of green, from the deep, dark green of the ancient shade trees to the bright, vivid green of the open lawns. We can see a lake glittering in its center, a splash of silver amidst the verdure. Winding paths meander through the trees, and we can make out sports fields and playgrounds, small arenas of human activity nestled within this natural sanctuary. These parks are the city's lungs, vital for its health and well-being. They inhale the carbon dioxide from the bustling streets and exhale fresh, clean oxygen. They are also cooling islands in the tropical heat, their shade providing a welcome respite for the city's inhabitants. As we soar above, we can appreciate their scale and their importance. They are not mere afterthoughts in the urban plan. They are fundamental components, deliberately preserved and carefully maintained. They ensure that nature is never far away, even for those who live in the most densely populated areas of the city. We continue our flight and pass over another significant green area, the Jardín Botánico, the botanical gardens. This is a more structured wilderness, a place where the incredible biodiversity of the region is collected and displayed. From above, we can see the distinct sections, the dense patch of native forest, the orderly rows of palm trees, and the shimmering surface of a lagoon. This is not just a park. It is a living library of plants, a place of conservation and education. It serves as a vital link between the urban environment of Santa Cruz and the immense wild nature that lies just beyond its borders. The presence of these large, protected green spaces speaks volumes about the city's soul. It shows a deep-seated respect for the natural world. In a rapidly growing city, the temptation to build on every available piece of land is strong, yet Santa Cruz has chosen to preserve these oases. Our aerial path now carries us towards the city's western edge. Here we encounter a great meandering ribbon of silver and brown. This is the Piraí River. It is the city's natural boundary and its lifeline. From our perch in the sky, we can see its gentle, sweeping curves as it makes its way across the flat plains. The riverbed is wide, a testament to the power of the water that flows through it during the rainy season. Now, in the drier months, sandbanks are exposed, creating intricate, pale patterns along the water's edge. It is a scene of immense natural beauty and tranquility. The river is a place of recreation and escape for the people of Santa Cruz. We can see the colorful rooftops of cabanas and restaurants dotted along its banks. These are weekend retreats, places where families come to swim, to eat, and to escape the heat of the city. From above, the entire area has a festive, relaxed atmosphere. The river provides a natural playground, a place to reconnect with the simple pleasures of water and sand. It is a vital social space, as important to the city's culture as the central plaza, but in a much more informal, natural way. The Piraí also serves as a stark line of demarcation. On one side, the city's grid of streets and houses comes to an abrupt halt. On the other side, the landscape is more rural, a patchwork of fields, small farms, and undeveloped land that quickly merges into the wider wilderness. The river is the threshold between the human world and the natural world. Crossing it feels like crossing into a different realm. This perspective from the sky makes the relationship between the city and the river incredibly clear. The city grew alongside it, depends on it, and is ultimately defined by it. As we follow its course for a while, we are struck by the peacefulness of the scene. Let us pull back now, ascending higher to appreciate one of the most unique features of Santa Cruz's structure. From this great height, the city's design becomes beautifully clear. It is a city of rings. A series of large concentric avenues known as anillos encircle the urban core. We can trace them with our eyes. The primer anillo, the segundo, the tercero, and so on. Each one a perfect or near-perfect circle, marking a successive stage of the city's outward expansion. This radial plan is incredibly rare for a city of this size, and it gives Santa Cruz a distinct and orderly appearance from the air. This design is not merely for aesthetic appeal. It is a work of remarkable foresight and practicality. The rings act as major arteries, allowing traffic to flow efficiently around the city, rather than forcing it all through a congested center. They connect the disparate neighborhoods and districts, tying the entire metropolis together in a cohesive whole. From our aerial viewpoint, we can watch the steady stream of vehicles moving along these vast circular boulevards. They are like the electrons orbiting the nucleus of an atom, a constant flow of energy that powers the life of the city. The spaces between the rings are filled with a vibrant mix of urban life. We can see residential neighborhoods, commercial strips, industrial parks, and of course, the ever-present green spaces. Each ring encloses a different chapter of the city's story. The area within the first ring is the historic heart. The space between the second and third rings might contain bustling markets and middle-class homes. Further out, beyond the fourth and fifth rings, we see newer developments, larger plots of land, and a more suburban feel. The entire history of the city's growth is laid out below us like a geographical map. Observing this grand design is a calming experience. There is a sense of logic and order to it all. While life on the ground may feel chaotic at times, from up here we see a pattern, a system that works. As our journey continues, the sun begins its slow descent towards the western horizon. The character of the light changes, and with it, the entire personality of the city below. The harsh brightness of midday softens into a warm, golden glow. This is the magical hour, and from our vantage point, it is a spectacle of breathtaking beauty. The long shadows of the skyscrapers in Equipetrol stretch across the city like dark fingers, while the red-tiled roofs of the old town seem to catch fire, glowing with a deep, rich ochre hue. The entire city is bathed in a soft, ethereal light. The greens of the parks and gardens become deeper, more saturated. The water of the Piraí river transforms from silver to a sheet of molten gold, reflecting the colors of the sky. The pace of life below seems to slow, mirroring the gentle descent of the sun. The frantic energy of the day gives way to a more tranquil evening rhythm. We can imagine families returning home, lights beginning to switch on in houses and apartments, creating tiny scattered points of yellow and white across the vast urban expanse. The city is preparing for the night. As dusk deepens, a new pattern emerges. The organic sunlit map of the city is replaced by a man-made constellation. The ring roads become brilliant circles of light, clearly delineating the city's unique structure against the darkening land. The main avenues become bright lines, connecting the glowing clusters of different neighborhoods. The central plaza becomes a beacon of white light, and the Towers of Equipetrol stand as pillars of illumination. From the sky, Santa Cruz at night is a mesmerizing web of light, a testament to the human life and energy that animates it. Our aerial journey is now drawing to a close. We begin a slow, gentle descent, drifting back towards the earth. The grand overview of the city gives way once more to finer details. We can see the shapes of individual trees, the patterns on the rooftops, the faint outlines of cars on the illuminated streets. The whisper of the wind grows a little louder as we leave the stillness of the upper atmosphere. The city rises up to meet us, its sounds and energy slowly returning to our senses. But we are changed by what we have seen. The memory of the view from above will stay with us. We have seen Santa Cruz not as a series of streets and buildings, but as a single living entity. We have seen its red and green heart, its modern aspirations, its life-giving river, and its ingenious design. We have witnessed the delicate balance it maintains between humanity and nature, between its rich history and its bright future. This elevated perspective has given us a deeper understanding, a sense of connection to the city's soul. It is an understanding born of quiet observation and wonder. As we get closer to the ground, the scale shifts. The tiny figures in the plaza become people with stories. The streams of traffic become individual journeys. The abstract pattern of lights becomes homes filled with life. The city's complexity and humanity return, yet the memory of the peaceful, overarching order we witnessed from the sky remains. We will forever carry with us the image of the concentric rings, the vast green parks, and the gentle curve of the Piraí River, all laid out beneath the immense Bolivian sky. Let this journey be an invitation to look at our own world with new eyes, to seek out the broader patterns, and to appreciate the beauty that can be found in a change of perspective. Santa Cruz de la Sierra has shared its secrets with us from above. It has shown us its charm, its vitality, and its serene heart. Now, as our feet touch the ground, we carry that serenity with us. The gentle flight is over, but the sense of peace and inspiration, the memory of soaring over Bolivia's hidden gem, will endure.